Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Icon and Rocket #1, the second release in the Milestone line of comics. It's an interesting debut. I do not know these characters all. I generally figured out their shtick, but I did not read Milestone when it first came out. It was just not something I read, so I really generally do not know these characters. So the issue is written by Reginald Hudlin, pencils by Braithwaite, inks by Scott Hanna, Andrew Currie, and then color by Brad Anderson, lettering by Andworld Design. I mean, the simple explanation, or the simple way to describe this would be like a very aloof, standoffish Superman meets a very enthusiastic Robin who wants to do good. I think that's the best way I can describe this. And you know what? It works. It works really well. There is something very, I think, youthful and positive on it. There is very little cynicism in the issue overall. There is something very hopeful and positive about the direction of the comic. It starts off dark and kind of, a little dark, we'll say that, and then by the end of it, it's just something works really, really well that it gives you, the reader, a little hope. And it makes me want to read more. I think it's a solid debut. It's a really interesting debut, and the thing I think is kind of interesting is it feels very traditional in some way. And I said this in my written review of it. Like, it feels like there is some riffs on Superman. There's some riffs on Batman, and it all comes together, I think, really, really well. And what I like about it is that you have this character who has seen so much shit through the years, 100 years, roughly, 100-something years, 100, almost probably maybe closer to 200 years, 150 years, or whatever, and has all the powers that could probably change the world, but chooses not to because his philosophy is if he was to, remove the drug dealer from the corner, another drug dealer will take this place, to which her response is, then we'll deal with that person. And to me, I think that there's something, so optimistic about it that it got to me. I think I started off that way. So I work in politics, and I remember starting off 20 years ago. I was that optimistic person, and I came in and was like, we can do change, we can do some good. Even small stuff, we can do it. And over the years, you get really jaded, you get really negative about it, and you wind up turning into Icon, is really what it comes down to. You want to do good, but at the same time, when you remove that drug dealer, another one's going to come in. And it hit me. I think it really it spoke to me in that way, and I think that it works really well. I mean, there's just something positive about it that I think clicks, and in that way, it's very retro. The cynicism, the dark, the negativity, it's not there, and I dig it. I like it. I want to see if the series can keep it up. The art, I think, is fantastic. There's nothing to knock when it comes to the art. We start off with a little alien fight, and as I said, very, very Superman in some ways. Again, it's not a bad thing. Let's kind of leave. We'll show off a little. We'll show off. This is not a spoiler at all. I mean, it's just I want to see where it goes. It's not the strongest debut, but it's one that makes me want to come back. I forgot what I scored it, but it's it's an 8-something type of thing, 8.0 maybe. Overall, it feels like a solid B comic, not B movie, but just on a grading, a solid B, and I want to see where the series goes. It definitely delivers a different vibe and a different style than Static, and I think continues to set up very interesting flags for Milestone. So I want to see where it all goes. I like the debut. I definitely know some people won't like it, but I really feel like there's this nice optimistic retro feel to it, and it works really well. So this is out in comic shops now. You can go get it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell you if a shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links underneath where you can purchase it. They are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site, so thank you. Just watching our videos support us, so thank you for that. If you're into comics, if you're into DC, if you're into Milestone, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.